Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we crack open corporate filings to see what is really going on. And today's 8K filing from MDWerks seems to have a new face joining the team. But we'll see if that is the most interesting part. Before we dive in though, if you are all about getting clear, no. Nonsense insights from these official documents, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we have a super active Discord community linked in the description below where we talk all things corporate finance, so come join the conversation. Alright, let's get straight into it. This is a Form 8K, which is like a quick filing to report major events that shareholders need to know about right away. This particular one is from MDWerks Incorporated, and it's dated the 17th of February 2026. The main reason for this filing is to tell us about some changes happening within the company's leadership. It seems like there are a couple of key shuffles going on. First up, a director named Edward D. Cradiville is stepping down from the board of directors. This happened on the 14th of February 2026. The reason given is health related, and importantly, the filing notes that Mr. Cradiville did not have any disagreements with the company regarding its operations, policies, or practices. That's usually a good sign, meaning it's not a contentious departure. Now, to fill that upcoming vacancy, the board of directors appointed a new person. His name is Roy Milner, and he is joining as an independent director. This appointment was made on the 11th of February 2026, and it's in line with the rules for independent directors from the SEC and NASDAQ listing standards. So, what is this new director getting into? On the 10th of February 2026, just before his appointment was announced, Mr. Milner and Works Incorporated inked an independent director agreement. Let's break down what that means for him and for the company. Mr. Milner will serve as an independent director, and his role involves the usual duties expected of such a position, guided by the company's foundational documents. His term started immediately on the 10th of February and will last for 3 years. Now, about the compensation, Mr. Milner will receive $5,000 every 3 months, paid in the last month of that quarter. If he's only there for part of a quarter, that payment will be adjusted accordingly. But that is not all. Right when he started, the company gave him 100,000 shares of its common stock. The dollar value of these shares is based on a par value of $0.001 per S-share, but the real value comes from the market price. On top of that, every quarter, he'll receive additional shares of common stock valued at $10,000. The number of shares he gets will be based on the volume-weighted average price, or VWAP, which is a common way to price stock grants to avoid manipulation. This structure links his compensation to the company's stock performance, which is a good way to align his interests with shareholders. The company will also cover his reasonable business expenses. However, if those expenses go over $500, he'll need to get approval from the company beforehand. Like most directors, Mr. Milner is bound by confidentiality agreements. He also made standard representations and warranties. One interesting point here is that, according to the agreement, Mr. Milner will give up all ownership of any work product related to his role at the company, including any intellectual property rights to Works Incorporated. This is pretty standard for independent directors to ensure the company owns anything created in their capacity as a director. And for any disputes that might arise between Mr. Milner and the company, they'll first try arbitration in Henderson County, North Carolina. If that doesn't resolve things, then it can be taken to court in the same location. The key here is that Delaware law will apply, which makes sense since the company is incorporated in Delaware. The filing also clarifies there are no special arrangements or understandings between Mr. Milner and anyone else that led to his appointment. And lastly, there are no transactions involving Mr. Milner that require disclosure under the specific CH rules for related party transactions. Then there is the Regulation FD disclosure. This simply says that on the 17th of February 2026, the company put out a press release about Mr. Milner joining the board. They are also adding a standard disclaimer that this information isn't considered filed for certain legal purposes. Basically, it is a way to ensure everyone gets the same information at the same time, preventing rumors and insider trading advantages. And finally, the filing lists the exhibits. The main one is the independent director agreement itself, filed as Exhibit 10.1 and a press release as Exhibit 99.1. Okay, so looking at this, what's the story MDWerks Incorporated is bringing on new leadership with Roy Milner? The compensation structure is pretty typical for an independent director with a mix of cash and stock, which is good for aligning interests. The company is also structured to own any intellectual property created by the director, which protects the company's assets. It's a fairly standard filing for a board appointment, but it's always good to see companies bringing in fresh perspectives and ensuring they follow all the necessary disclosure rules. It suggests a company that is trying to maintain good governance. What is my take on this? Well, the departure of Mr. Cradiville due to health reasons isn't ideal, but also not uncommon. The immediate appointment of Mr. Milner is a clear sign they wanted to keep the board at full strength and had a candidate ready. The compensation package for Mr. Milner, particularly the stock grants, shows they want him invested in the company's success. While this filing doesn't give us any deep financial insights, it tells us about the ongoing management and governance of MDWerks Incorporated. The company appears to be proactively managing its board composition and ensuring compliance. Alright, that is our breakdown of MDWerks Incorporated's latest filing. What do you think about this board appointment and the compensation structure? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this explanation helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.